getting kind of like we are now, where we're getting old dungeons?
Yeah, we're getting 4 of the current dungeons and 4 of the legacy dungeons.
Okay, what are the? Do we know the 4 yet?
Yeah,
we know them.
Shadow Moon, Temple of the Jade Serpent, Court of Stars, and Halls of Valor.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not that bad.
Court of Stars.
Court of Stars. I agree on that one.
Well, I think it's good to get it out of the way in Season 1. I just hope they don't bring back the fucking Arcway.
Oh
Ew.
god, no. Arcway really could suck a big fat one. No,
or Cathedral. Or the Seat of the Triumvirate.
Cathedral, Seat Triumphant, yeah.
Cathedral was the Broken Shore one, right?
Yeah, we had to follow Illidan and what's her name up to the top.
I didn't mind that dungeon.
It was so easy to fuck up.
Oh, it was so easy to fuck. But if they're tuning it, because they have said that they're tuning the legacy ones. So like they are going to be testing Halls of Valor and changing it a bit, which I just wanted them to make it shorter, which...
Yeah, hopefully they make it shorter.
Is the only thing I want for that one.
You can skip a lot of the trash in there. That's the thing. It's like there's like 1, 2, like 4 packs that actually have to get pulled.
Oh, you're talking about that like banquet area, and then like
no, just in general. The banquet, you don't have to pull all of the banquet.
Yeah, no, you don't have to do that. Animals. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can skip a lot of the animals.
Mm-hmm.
People just are like big bootied and just like pulling things.
Big bootied.
Yeah. I just also think a 5 boss dungeon on a tyrannical week is gonna be fucking bullshit.
Ugh.
It'll be more different than like Streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like Streets either.
Bring back
Tolga. I like Streets.
Let's
I like
not bring back
Tolga.
Tolga.
Oh, I know. I'm being totally sarcastic. I hate that motherfucker.
Oh god.
Bring back Underrot.
Underrot.
I would take Underrot.
I would take Underrot.
Yeah, because there's only like 2 or 3 mobs that are like a no shit.
No, bring back Freehold.
I mean, everybody wants Freehold.
Yeah. Whoa. No, the only reason Paj wants Freehold because he wants his motherfucking bird.
Well, that too. But Freehold is also a good.
They've ever made.
It's also a good dungeon.
Freehold,
yeah.
Yeah, Freehold is just a good dungeon.
What else should
they bring back? It's one of the best designed dungeons they've ever made.
Wait. If you could bring back one dungeon from Cataclysm, what would you bring back?
Ooh, not Stone Core.
No.
Not Vortex.
I bring the Tolvir one.
Yeah, that one was not bad. I like that one.
Oh yeah, that one was pretty good. At the end where you're like on the roof and you gotta like use the whirly thing. Yeah, that one's pretty good.
That one was fun.
I've not played any of the Cataclysm dungeons, so I can't really say.
Yeah, was it called Lost City of Tolvir? Or was that the dungeon?
The Lost City of Tolvir. Yeah, I don't know why it's a lost city when it's in the middle of the river when everybody knows where it's at.
Yeah, it's not like hidden or anything. It's like lost. It's right there, dude.
Like the one in the clouds. I understand why they lost track of that one.
Where is this dungeon? I don't know. Let's just call it Lost. Yeah, sounds good.
You know what dungeon I want them to bring back in Season 2? Darkheart.
Darkheart
I don't mind that one.
That one wasn't that bad. It really wasn't. It's not bad.
You know what I'm looking forward to is the revamp of Oldham. What they're doing in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, give me that Eye of Ajara just headache.
Ew,
no. Ew.
All right, petition to ban Chody from the game.
Ban Chody. Yep. Roll.
No, let's be real. If they do want to bring Eye of Ashara, if they do want to do Eye of Ashara, all they can do is just yeet a boss, and we're fine.
Just delete all of that back end with the giants and the murlocs.
Yeah, Serpent Tricks and get rid of the other ones.
No, you just get rid of the
giants you have to kill.
You just get rid of the giant area. The trek there was... You're either doing that cursed, a druid jumps up and then gets on a 2-seater mount deck, which is kind of bullshit, or you're spending like 3 minutes walking around the other way.
Smash, I'm sorry, what is squeaking in the back? Is there a chew toy happening in the background?
Yeah.
All I hear is... like...
Yeah, that's my puppy being very excitable about his lamb toy.
Oh my god, it's so great, but it's very funny to have you talk your, like, soundtrack accompanied by squeaky toys.
Oh yeah.
I don't have anything nearby me that makes music appropriately, so I cannot... Nope, nothing nearby. Alright. I looked for my ocarina. It's downstairs.
I have an ocarina in my
Squeak.
computer.
Again with the squeaky shoes!
Oh, he's excited because Mom is going somewhere, and he is trying to persuade Mom not to go.
Aww. We'll stay and play with the squeaky toy instead. Alright, everybody. Are we settled? Are we good to get started? Is everybody here? Chody's here. I see a Chody. Hi, Chody.
Nah, I was voted out. I'm leaving.
No, you were not. If he goes, I go.
What?
Good luck,
Why?
everybody else.
Because
No one wants to hear the theory of execute classes loving one particular dungeon in the last 8 years. Nah, just get rid of me. Okay.
Listen, we've got like the conclave of depression here with the Shadow Priest and the Ret Paladin and the Boomkin. So
I'm
let's
loving
just.
my fucking life.
I'm not depressed.
The triangle of depression.
Yeah, it's the Triforce of depression. Da-na-na,
I'm the
Yeah.
optimist boomkin.
I think
That's because you haven't played
Hunter's
Boomkin long
okay,
enough.
I played
But I
Boomkin
don't
for
think it's
years,
great.
and it's okay. Literal years.
Well, even though we're not going to be very powerful in World of Warcraft, at least in Dungeons and Dragons, we can all depend on things like Raffaella's Wand of Fireballs to potentially carry us to victory, or to singe the back of a large, now angry, kitchen cat, after Amumu had used his special ability to speak with animals for the express purpose of talking shit.
No, you got that reversed. It was
do I?
Fireball first and then talking shit. Because I was like, the dice cast. I'm backing Raffi on this one. Fuck it, let's go.
Yes. So we went with the American version of use the tactical nuke first and then attempt to negotiate afterwards.
Fucking, god darn right.
And as such, the sovereign nation of Angry Cat has retaliated, jumping onto the kitchen nightmare table on top of the very large bag of rotten and, cornmeal that was sitting as a wall on top of the table. And the cat, being cat-sized and, well, not understanding their weight, had jumped onto the bag and caused a large cloud of yellow miasma to rise into the air. And once again, in a very similar fashion to Montgomery's excellent idea of using the insect swarm to bypass the rotten puddings, the cat jumping on the counter and onto the bag had also built up a cloud that prevented vision. And such, when we go into the next scene, you will probably all find yourselves in a cloud of corn rot, unable to see, more than about 5 feet in front of you. So this means a couple of you were standing next to each other when the cat jumped up on the counter, and you should still be able to see each other, but your vision radius will only be about 5 feet. And then, Sindri, I'm gonna hand wave your teleportation spell because it's supposed to only teleport you to a place that you can see, but I'm going to still allow it for the express purpose of you did it before the miasma kicked in fully. So, when we go to the next scene, there will be A, a large angry cat, B, a big cloud of yellow stuff, and C, mass confusion. And by the way, Raffaella, do you know it's very bad to use fire to try and put out a, flower fire?
Oh, yeah.
Just important safety tip.
All right.
We're all gonna die.
Guess who
Yeah.
doesn't?
Guess who does? Sindri, meanwhile, teleports off the table into the soup pot, and that's it. That's GG. All right.
Oh, good
anyway.
job,
You said
everybody. We
bad.
three-chested
They
it.
did not say if they didn't say it wasn't effective, just bad.
A bad decision is better than no decision.
Let me set an appropriate banger. Let's see.
The Meow Mix song?
The Meow Mix song. Oh, what do I got here? My classic. We are in a very tense situation here. The air thick with corn flour and rot and various spores and mold are causing it to be very, very hard to is causing it to be very, very hard to see around you. Sindri, you are next to a muumuu, and you can see each other. Montgomery, you are a spider, and you are able to see the cat. The cat is currently about, I'm gonna say about 20 feet up in relation to all of you, and is also out of your line of sight. Montgomery, so you are at elevation 0. So since you can only see about 5 feet in any direction, and the cat is 20 feet up, no one should be able to see the cat currently. Raffaella, I believe you can see Gim. And with that chaos, and the coughing that goes with it, that's where we'll start today's session. I'm gonna need everybody in this glorious cloud of miasma to make me a Constitution saving throw. Oh, yeah! Yeah, dump
Ow.
stats!
My
Dump stats
screen is
everywhere.
black. Is everybody's black?
Most of it is, yes.
Zoom out. Oh my god, we suck so hard right now.
How do you only have a 2 in Constitution save?
I'm gonna... Wait a minute.
Uh,
I have a plus
We're all
3.
fucked.
wow, that's, this is all quite impressive. Wow, not a single one of you made that save.
I don't know how to roll that without my character.
Raphael, I see you in the scene. Hold on.
You could be loading in.
Oh, you are loading. Yeah, you're actually not here. I'm gonna try and pull you to the scene, 1 second. Yeah, you're still loading. We'll wait for, Rinna to load. Rinna, you might want to try, refreshing. Just hit, like, F5. It'll probably take about, like 30 seconds to load, so I wouldn't spam reload. There's usually a lot going on the back end. Okay, so you're loading into the client. So now I just need it to load into the scene. Probably take about 30 seconds. Okay, she's popping into the scene.
Oh,
It's
there we go.
probably loading.
Okay, now I can see myself.
All right, great. Good, I see you. So that checks out. All right. Yeah! Single digits
Lord.
across the board. Let's go. Ha 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 ha.
Cat's gonna kill us.
You all begin coughing and choking, except for Montgomery, who's a spider but still fails the save. As the miasma gets into your lungs, distinctly causing itching and irritation. Your eyes begin to water, and your nose begins to stream. Your mouth slowly grows dry, and hives begin to swell up on your skin or scales. This is unbearable. And the irritation will cause all of your dexterity saving throws while you are in the miasma to be made at disadvantage. Also, while you're in the miasma, your vision will be limited to a 5-foot radius. We are currently in the throes of combat, and I am bringing up our combat tracker because I do believe we left off with Raffaella. The kitchen cat just jumped up on the counter. So, Raffaella.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ma'am. So we have a 5-foot limited visibility. Does the cat also have a 5-foot limited visibility?
I'm not answering that question.
That? Okay, all right, sorry. Thank you.
Raffaella, you're up.
Okay. Trying to decide what to do here.
Yeah, take your time. You can also talk with your friends, but keep in mind your vision is clouded, but the hearing is not. And any sounds you might make may be picked up by the fanciful feline.
Does anybody have any suggestions what we should do here?
Who said that?
It's Rafi.
Okay.
I can't see a damn thing.
I can't see up.
And I think if we stay all together, this cat's gonna zoom in on us.
We gotta get out of here.
Come out, wherever you are.
Okay, who's this? I feel in front of me. I've got Sindri here. Where are you guys? Montgomery, Gim, where Raffi, where are y'all?
Montgomery is a spider and cannot respond.
Cool.
Gim and I are together.
Okay, so you know, like. Oh, it's still your turn. It's still your turn. Yeah, I'm with Gim. We need to unass right now.
Back the way we came.
Back the way we came.
Yep, that's what I think too. Okay, so with my first move, I'm gonna move.
Sure.
I think that's as far as I can go.
Raffaella sprints through the darkness. You have moved 30 feet. And your movement is 30 feet, so that is correct.
Okay,
You've moved your move. You move through the miasma, bumping into Sindria and Amumu on your way past. Sindri, you can see Raffaella behind you.
Yep. Do you see it or no?
No, I cannot see anything.
Okay, I think we need to go farther.
Yeah, I agree. I can only move this one time, right?
You can use your action to move farther.
That is
okay,
correct.
I'm gonna do that.
You can move another 30 feet, but you will not be able to attack.
Remember, we got those spores back there.
There you go. Raffaella, you have managed to walk out of the cloud of miasma. You turn and look back into it. It is an impenetrable wall of yellow.
Okay, that Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna do for now.
All right. Next up, Sindri.
Okay.
You hear the cat sneezing violently.
What?
Okay, so
Sindri.
I'm running backwards. And I can't see above the cloud.
Pardon? Oh,
I can't see above to the cat.
You cannot. The cat is still in the miasma.
Okay, so we can't see in, can't see out.
That is correct.
I will go here. And I am going to hold an action or I'm gonna hold an action for chilled touch if I see the cat.
Okay, sounds good. Gim, you're up. You can hear the cat sneezing somewhere above you. Meow! You bump into a moo, quite literally.
Ow.
I think that's all I can move, right? That's my 25.
That is 20 feet. 25.
So that's my movement, because I remember I had something against me earlier. Constitution or something from the heat.
Mm-hmm, that's correct.
Okay, so I want to use my action to move farther back.
All right, keep going. You move another 25 feet. You clear your way out of the miasma, and you see your friends looking into the cloud.
I start praying to the forge. And
Mumu, you're up.
I really was hoping you were gonna stuck there because I was gonna pick up Gim and run with him and toss a dwarf. But that being said, I would like to make a.
Oh, where are you, you smelly things? Meow! The cat is apparently looking for you and having just as hard of a time finding you.
Now doesn't count as house rules. I get to make rolls for a insight roll. Does that count as any kind of action against me?
No, but you have to be able to see your target, and you currently cannot see more than 5 feet in front of you.
True, I have to see, but what about hearing? Can I hear at least a judge based on a distance or at least a general direction?
I would allow you to make a perception check, and as good as that comes out, I may give you more information.
Fucking right, I'm definitely.
You hear the roiling boil of the magical pot to your left, and you only hear the cat sneezing somewhere vaguely up.
Yeah, fuck this. Everybody bailed. Okay, I'm gonna go up north.
Come out, you pesky little creatures.
Okay, I've got my 20 feet, and I am going to.
Your speed is 30, so you have an extra 10 you can move.
Okay, then I'm going to.
It's a little more because you're a barbarian.
It's only 30 for him, looks like.
Yeah, it's only 30. But I'm going to save my act. Okay, talk about like attacks of opportunity. If the cat comes toward me and I save my action and it comes within striking distance of me, am I authorized to take it, attack it?
You can declare a held action, which would require some sort of trigger, like I can see the cat and I take an attack, or the cat comes within melee range and I take an attack. But yeah, so you could do something like that.
All right, I'm going to hold my action upon visual, in case of visual scene of the cat, for a melee attack.
All right, very good. Montgomery, top of the round, round 4. You are a spider. You're on the table, and somewhere above you is a sneezing feline.
And I was aware of the conversation where everyone has decided we're going to run away like small scared children.
They were speaking aloud, so I will allow it.
Fantastic. All right. Then let's try to regroup and get out of the miasma. So I'm going to book it out of here as best I can.
Spider, spider chody, spider chody. running away, spider chody.
Am I still in the range of the miasma at this location?
You are.
All right, then we are going to dash.
Oh god. And untold horrors come screaming out of the miasma as a giant spider comes skittering out of the darkness. God, I hope you guys know that's Montgomery.
We knew what he looked like.
True horrors.
Who's his we?
Anything else
We
you're
all
doing
saw
with your
him as a spider.
Yeah, we saw him going up and down the table.
I'm just saying, if I saw a car-sized spider running its ass out of a giant thick cloud of yellow gas, I'd scream a little.
I don't know. I mean, I'm still worried more about that cat. So I'm just and all this shit we breathed in.
And I've been talking to him. Like, I can talk to him mentally, so...
That's true.
Then, if you would allow it, I think that I would like to spray to add to the web that's right at that location.
Oh, so you're gonna shot web?
Yes.
All right. And you want to do it like here?
Yep. Just to give myself kind of an added advantage to see if I can sense where the cat might be moving.
Ooh, all right. I will give it a moment as you begin to put the butt down and spin some web in between these spots. I'm going to just bring up the web spell real quick, since this is probably going to be a very small version of it. So I'm going to give you a 10-foot reticle. And this will be of gloriously sticky webbing. Let's see. Ooh, what do we got? Do I got spider web? I do. All right, Montgomery, you get to work. I'm going to place your little spider reticle right there. Apparently, Montgomery is going to make a home here.
That'll be it for me.
Very good. Next up, the cat. The miasma in the kitchen begins to calm down slightly this round, and you can tell the outside of the circle is getting a little bit smaller. You hear angry meowing from inside, and a moo-moo, since you can still hear the cat, you hear it go and make kind of a startled noise as the bag it was standing on begins to crumple under the large cat's weight. Makes a dex saving throw. Okay.
Ninja cat.
We are so fucked.
And it hops somewhere else where you cannot see. Mubu, from further away, you hear what sounds like the cat coughing up a hairball, possibly vomiting, as its delicate senses have been very offended by this cloud of miasma.
I would like to make another perception check to see if I can determine the direction, at least. Would that be permissible?
Go ahead, I would allow it.
1 sec.
To the south.
All right. Well, hey, I don't know. Maybe it jumped ahead of us. Who knows? All right. So it's still over back where we unasked. All right, cool.
Raffaella, you're up. You notice the cloud of miasma getting smaller as Montgomery is building a web, possibly to trap the cat. But you do not see the cat in the soup, nor do you see it on the edge of the smoke. What do you do?
So, do you guys want to go around the backside of this pot, away from the edge of the table? I think that's probably the best way.
I think that's the right way to go.
We can't go back the other way. There's still those slimes we snuck by.
Yep, that's true.
So, we're either going back into the cloud or we're going around the pot the north way.
Yeah, I will go that way.
Just watch where you're going, Raffi. We don't know what's back there.
Raphael, yeah, go ahead. Feel free.
Okay, so I've moved here.
Around the corner from the pot, you get a better vantage of what's behind it. Hanging on the wall are very, very large kitchen utensils. Scissors, a pasta strainer, a ladle, and a threateningly large butcher knife. There's also a large salt and pepper shaker in front of you, both filled to the brim with, well, salt and pepper. There's also a teapot that is right here, and is currently leaking a golden brown substance onto the floor.
Okay, can I make an investigation check to figure out what that is?
You may. Go ahead. Raphael, you give it a look, and it could be old tea. It could potentially be honey. It could be gasoline. You're not quite sure, but it's liquid, and thankfully, unlike some of the things in this horror kitchen, is not moving.
Okay, I think I'm gonna move one more time. Just a little bit so everybody else can get up here. And then that will be the end of my turn. Okay, I'm done.
Alright, very good. Sindri, you're up.
Now, before the start of my turn, because I did hold an action, can I just fire off the spell in a random direction and see if it hits anybody randomly?
Sure.
Or no.
Yeah, you can just fire it into the darkness.
I'll just use this as a reticle. I'm going to aim it along this path.
Okay.
Does it work?
What spell are you casting?
It is Chill Touch.
Alright. Roll to attack. Alright, you cast a Chill Touch in that direction into the miasma. It disappears and you hear it hits something, but certainly not a cat. There is a crystalline sound as whatever it hit ices over briefly. You can roll damage.
Why not?
Alright, 4 necrotic damage. One moment. Sindri, you hit the bag with Chill Touch, causing a little bit more miasma to puff up into the air. The circle gets slightly bigger.
Okay, I made us a little bit more cover, guys. And then I am going to run there.
Alright, anything else with your turn, Sindri?
I am going to hold an action for Firebolt. And I'm also going to telepathically tell Montgomery we're GTFOing behind the thing. Behind the pot.
Montgomery, do you respond?
There is a waving of the back legs closest to Sindri with the response. Got it. Keep going.
Gim.
That's my turn.
Gim, you're up.
Yeah.
You hear a poof as Sindri's chill touch hits the bag, and a little bit more miasma comes out.
Moving north. And I'm just I'm gonna use my movement again. My turn for movement.
Mm-hmm. All right, you move around behind the pot, getting a little bit more of a vantage point back there. It ends in a wall.
Hey guys, I can see a wall in front of us.
Can we fit through said wall?
I don't know.
Might
Not
have to
unless
just go
you are a
around the
ghost.
Alright,
A shimmy
wall.
against the wall.
And I'm going to keep praying to the forge.
All right, anything else you'd like to do with your round, Gim?
No, I'm good.
Amumu, you're up.
For beast sense, I have to have touched it, right?
Let me look. Beast sense. Beast sense. You touch a willing beast. Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, there it is. I can read it. Never mind. Okay. Yeah. Operation Get the Fuck commences. Yeah, I'm backing up with where they went. Can I move? It's just letting me free move. Something's wrong.
What do you mean?
Oh, I thought it would stop when I had moved my maximum distance.
It does not.
Okay. Then I apologize. Was I like?
Your starting point was here?
Okay. All right,
It's always
thank
this
you.
blue marker.
Roger. Okay. Thank you. All right. So I can move. Yeah, I'm gonna move in between Sindri. Yeah, right where you're at is where I'm gonna put my guy. In between Raffi and Sindri, and I'm gonna just kind of keep my back toward them, face toward where the miasma was. And again, I'll do the same as last time and save my melee attack for target of opportunity, and I complete my turn.
All right. Montgomery, you're up. You begin to spin your web. If you decide to spend another round spinning the web, I will raise its radius by 10 feet.
Yep, we're gonna just keep on doing that.
Spider Chody. Distance 20, Spider Chody. Boop. Makes a home for his friends. Spins a web. Cocoons his friends. Look out! Montgomery's hungry.
Are you sure we're not going to get copyright flagged for that?
God, I hope
Yeah,
not.
no, this is fine. This is fine. I'm a spider, not a pig. We're good.
Or a small mouse. With red underpants and black ears.
All right, so yeah, that'll be my turn, expanding my web.
All right. Next up, the cat. You do not hear or see the cat anymore, and the miasma begins to go down at a slightly more accelerated pace. Raffaella, you're up, and depending on what you all do, the combat seems to momentarily have abated, as the cat is no longer on the table. But you know the cat is aware of you, and you of it. You can decide if you would like to wait it out, or you can continue exploring around the backside of the pot. What do you do?
I feel like we should continue to explore around this pot. What do you guys think?
Agreed.
Agreed.
I agreed. Sindri, just make sure you let Montgomery know where we're going.
I will.
Put him on a leash. Ooh, like a pet.
I won't tell him you said that.
But I'll pet him.
I won't tell him you said that.
Oh, fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna move over here.
Okay. Around the backside of the pot that you see, it gets very squished back here as the pot is starting to butt up against the edge of this dividing wall that is at the end of this small corridor. You're not sure what snakes around the side of the pot down here, but the pot does get very, very close to that wall. If there is a space between the pot and the wall, it will be extremely tight. And, Raffaella, the pot is still active, and from your vantage point, you can feel the heat radiating off the pot. If you were to press your body between the pot and the wall, surely you would suffer severe burns, but you might be able to find a shortcut if you're willing to take the damage.
I do have some fire resistance.
How generous of you.
So do you guys want me to go and check and see what's around this edge, or?
I think you might be the only one that can go by. So I think we might want to relax and sneak our way around the front of the pot.
Okay.
I'm too big to fit through there, probably. Maybe Gim could go to smaller.
Okay, I'm gonna head back then.
The temperature around here, Gim, is quite hot and reminds you of the forge, if not for the strange smells emanating from the pot.
So we're not going back there, guys?
No, I don't think it's a good way to go.
Not the Raffaella shortcut? You don't want to get pressed between the pot and the wall and slowly cooked to death? Oh, I'm sorry. Was I speaking out loud?
Okay, I'm done with my turn then, since I can only move 2 times.
All right. Sindri, you're up.
Okay, if we're not going that way,
Sindri, on the start of your round, the miasma gets 5 feet smaller.
okay. Can I stealth? Like, can I try to move stealthily up to try to make it so that the cat can't hear us on the up here?
Absolutely, and since the cat is no longer up there, you can roll stealth with advantage.
Hot damn.
You have a noisy, bubbling pot to your right masking your sounds, and the cat is no longer up there. However, you, stealth is not your strong point, sorcerer.
Nope.
And so you, clack your dragon feet across the top of the stove.
And yeah, I'm going to stay here because it was probably my action to stealth.
Stealth, let's see, move quietly, let's see, yep.
Okay, yeah, and that's gonna be my turn.
So sneaky. Gim, you're up.
And I'll be right back.
Sure.
The dog was doing something.
Guys, you sure we don't want to check back there? I kind of want to see what's back there.
It looked like just a wall next to the pot to me. I don't think we can get through.
Alright, then I'm just gonna move forward a little bit then.
But I do have to say, if the wall's right there and we go around the front of this pot, like, where are we going? Because if we go to the left, all there is a wall, right? If we go down, there's a cat. Do we need to go back in and take care of those spores that's in that other room? The rotten pudding, that may have something to do with the issues from the dream.
This is true.
I feel like it's important that we go and take care of that.
Montgomery, since you climbed up on top of the bag briefly as a spider and got a vantage point, it does continue to the east. It's just hard for you to see over the pot.
And unfortunately, my translator is...
I'm back.
Addressing the doggos.
Yes, good. So, perfect timing. Anyway.
Yeah, yes. I speak, spider.
Well,
Montgomery looks up from the web making that definitely does not look like a 2-story cottage with its own solarium, but instead sends a message over to Sindri. We can get past the pot. There's more. I don't know what, but there's something over there.
I will relay that information to our friends. We can get around the front. That was the front you were talking about?
Yeah, I'm worried that the front just goes to a wall. Is there more past that? If there's a wall back here, surely there's a wall up there.
There might
don't know
not
where
be.
the wall ends. Well,
Okay, let's go for it then.
Yeah, we either get moving or we're gonna get dying, because this cat's still looking for us.
Move it or lose it? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Alright, that's my 5, and I use my other 5 to move again.
Go, dwarf legs, go!
And I keep praying to the forge.
Keep praying, buddy. Here, hold on one moment. On the start of your round, Gim, the circle becomes 5 feet smaller. Boop. The miasma beginning to dissipate.
Alright, I'm dead.
Amumu, you're up. The start of your round, the miasma once again starts to clear, becoming smaller and smaller.
How many times can I cast Speak with Animals?
Let's see if your initial Speak with Animals has worn off yet. First level divination, 10 minutes. No, it's still up. Hasn't been 10 minutes yet.
So I can't cast it again on Montgomery?
It says it is a self-cast spell, so you cannot cast it on someone else.
No, but I could speak with animals, not just animals, beast for the duration. So technically, he's a beast, right? So for the 10 minutes, so I should be able to talk to Montgomery.
Yeah, you can talk shit to Montgomery all you want, in common or in spider, whatever. If you're feeling
Point is
spicy.
that he can understand me. No, but he can understand me.
Yeah, he didn't have a problem with that before, though.
Yeah.
Cool.
So-
He can understand all of us.
But yeah, you could speak spider.
him.
You could be like, "Yo, El Bastardo."
Okay. No, but I want to go and cast Beast Sense on him because I want to see what he can see since he has a vantage point. I want to be able to have an extra pair of eyes.
You cannot touch Montgomery right now. Beast Sense is a touch required spell, and you are too far away, and he is in a web.
Okay. I'm going to move toward Montgomery to tell him, Montgomery, come down, let me cast this spell on you. So I'm going to move my 30 feet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop you initially right here. As soon as you hit web, that's going to become difficult terrain. Also, it is sticky. So, any creature that starts its turn or enters the web must make a dex saving throw. Make me a dex saving throw, Hoodap. You fail immediately as you step into the web, and you are restrained. You can no longer move. Your foot steps into the web, and as large spider webs are wont to do, you are now stuck in it. Montgomery, someone has touched your web.
I will immediately jump to that position.
Mumu, you are unfortunately currently restrained. I'm gonna halt Montgomery because it's not your turn yet. Mumu, anything else you are doing with your round? You have currently only moved, but you are now restrained as you are stuck in the sticky web.
Thinking. Mistakes were made. I'd like to still call out to Montgomery for his assistance.
And
Might be able to
Mumu,
break yourself free.
if you would like to try and break yourself free, you can. You can take your action and make a strength check.
Roger, I would like to make a strength check. Please, God, let me get a good roll.
Your DC is Montgomery's spell DC, which I believe is a level 3, your prof bonus plus 2, which should be a 12.
So ability check or saving throw?
It's a strength save.
I believe it's a 13, but I'd have to double check.
Okay, no, because I'm clicking on it and say what type of strength check. It says ability or saving. Those are the only two options it's giving me.
So it's a save.
It's a save. Mumu, you spend your action to rip yourself free. You are no longer restrained. However, you've used your action.
Well, it's been fun.
Montgomery, someone has touched your web.
Okay.
And then ripped themselves free, damaging a part of your web.
Who jumped in the web?
Mumu, you can hear Montgomery speak in Spider. Sounds like a hiss of an accordion that is not currently being played. It's just, but you clearly hear Montgomery. And then chooses not to answer. I respect that.
I don't know what to say.
Son, have you ever seen a spider before?
Yes.
Have you seen a spider web before?
Yes.
What is the spider web? What is the purpose of the web?
To get in my way.
Well, not exactly, but I am in the middle of trying to set something up. What is so important that you have come back this direction?
No, I wanted to cast my beast sense on you so I could see what you are seeing as well. To relay in case we go more south, use you as a scout.
Are we going more south? Is that the decision we have made?
I believe so, yes.
Could this have been bypassed by you just telling me that we are going to go more south? I have been busy building something that you believe is designed to just be in your way. I am simply trying to understand.
I was just using it because the way I look at the spell, I also I gain any special senses, and also I could see what you see and hear what you hear. So I was wondering if that might be able to assist me since you are on a more higher vantage point.
I am not much higher than you right now, and actually your eyes sit higher. Well, yeah, no, mine probably. It's a hard vantage point being on 8 legs versus 2. Did you ever think maybe ask me if I could help you with that? Maybe a please?
Please?
Well, now that you've damaged my property, I will have to consider this.
Okay.
I will then direct myself to Sindri. Are we going south now?
Yeah, let's do stealthily so that we can maybe prevent it from jumping up again.
Please let everyone know that webs are very sticky and to avoid it at all costs.
Guys, probably don't stand in the web. It just makes it easier for everybody.
Now, is there anyone that could possibly be looking for some kind of assistance?
Right now, I think we're okay. Just
All I
want to
know is just
stealthily go
see
up.
that cat.
All
But
right.
where is
Well, it sounds-
the feline? As the miasma to the south begins to fully clear, there is no sign of the cat, but there are large yellow footprints that lead off of the table. The bag is rumpled, half of its contents currently in the air, the other half scattered around the sack. The sack that was once filled and standing about 20 feet high now sits at a very frumpled 10 feet high. Which makes you a little concerned, considering you know that that large sack was dividing the room between you and the rotten puddings.
Gotta be stealthy, guys.
I'll try to be stealthy, but I'm wearing a lot of armor.
Do the best you can.
Combat is technically over, unless Amumu feels like he wishes to roll around in Montgomery's web a little bit more. But with the bag frumpled and the contents of the pot next to you continuing to broil, you do not hear any meows or otherwise sounds of a cat. And as any cat owner may know, a quiet cat is never a good sign.
Nope.
Montgomery, you have spun a rather fantastic web between the area where your party has come in and the sack. It will prevent the rotten puddings from coming through undetected while you are a spider on the web. However, once you are off the web, it will not be a like a magical web. You will not automatically know if something walks into it, but it will prevent things from coming in and your friends from getting out.
Well, now that we have issued the safety warning of webs are sticky, don't walk into them, I will climb up as high as I can to the highest point that I can reach on the frumpled bag to maintain a good vantage point to see how safe the rest of the party is. Everybody else, I'll take the rear guard to make sure nothing towards happens to surprise.
I was hoping you were going to say untoward.
And I relay that information to our friends.
Absolutely. Amumu already self-translating. The large spider hisses from its abdomen, and Sindri translates. Montgomery, make me a stealth save, please. Or stealth check, excuse me. Ooh. Now that's what I call a roll. Montgomery, you begin skittering up the side of the bag. And not as good of a vantage point as before. It does not allow you to see over the pot. Excuse me, I have to take a sip of my drink, hold on. Excuse me. Sorry, I was choking on my horchata matcha. So if that isn't pretentious as shit, I have nothing else for you. I love horchata, and it's got matcha in it, and I was like, that's a weird combination. I tried it, I'm like, that's a weird combination, and I finished it, I'm like, that's a good combination.
That's because you're basic.
I hope you can hear me snapping my fingers, because, bitch.
At
Bitch!
least it's not pumpkin spice.
Yeah, that's true.
God, pumpkin
Need to-
spice horchata? Montgomery, you look around. Your vantage point and your vision, I do believe you have 10-foot blind sight and 60-foot dark vision. So, you see, down to the southeast, there is a small space between the front of the stove and the front of the pot where your friends might be able to shimmy across without pressing their flesh up against the burning, boiling hot metal. However, the metal will be at their backs, but it will certainly be a more pleasant experience than potentially going around the wall. However, there is the threat of the cat, as you do not see it from your vantage point, and it is probably skulking about somewhere in the dark. It is concerning that you do not hear the cat sneezing either. Either it has retreated, possibly to lick its wounds, or it is waiting, with eyes glinting in the darkness.
Do I see the powdery cat prints near that stretch of passable space?
You do. So, from your vantage point here, you see a large yellow paw print. The paw print is facing away from you, and it looks like the cat had jumped off of the table. However, you are too far back to see where the cat may have gone off of the table. If you want to take that risk, you would have to move forward a little bit.
Looks like it looks as though our very perturbed feline opponent has disappeared from the countertop area. So you all are free to continue. I'm going to continue to scout ahead.
Just be safe. And I relay the information. He's gonna scout ahead.
Skitter away, Montgomery. I do believe you can move around the inside of the thing like that. Yeah. Skitter about. Montgomery, you see him crawling around the top part of the bag. It is true, Montgomery. From your vantage point, you do see that the cat has jumped down, leaving a significant amount of rotten corn powder in its wake. And you do see at the edge of your blind sight your hairs on your body just vaguely picking up the vibrations of the cat. The cat is currently sitting to the southwest on the ground, licking its burned area that it's on its back.
Cat is on the floor. You are free to move.
Montgomery, just one thing. The front part of this, as you're looking down, you kind of get an idea of why the cat saw you. The cat can probably see things that are on the edge of this table. And of course, things that fall over the edge of the table, but things that are further back, the cat can't really see. So, if your friends, say, walked here, they would be out of line of sight of the cat. But if they were to go upon the edge of the table, they would be in full view. There may be a way to remedy this.
Well, I don't want to deny people their freedoms, but I guess it's a good idea to go back and relay that full information.
You are the scout, so it would be a shitty thing of a scout to do to be like, I see, and then go back and say nothing. Chaotic evil, Montgomery.
I only said I was going to scout. No one said that there was reporting to this job, okay? Just let's make that clear.
coast is totally clear. Amumu, you go first. Just run. Just book it.
Go! I do that!
All right,
No one asked. I said cat's gone. All right, look. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, you guys remember that show from the 90s called Party of Five?
Nope.
I know of it, never watched it.
God, you guys are fucking Zoomers. Anyway, now it's a party of 4.
I'm not a fucking Zoomer.
All right. To save time, I'll just relay all of that information back to Sindri and Mumu.
We can't go across that? Is that what it was? Sorry, I was...
We can. The closer you stay to the pot, the
better it'll be.
The chances that you will not be found.
Okay. I will try to get as close as possible and stealth across.
I'm gonna stop. Ooh, Raphael, I saw that. I'm gonna stop you right there. Raphael and Sindri, I need you both to make me a stealth check, please.
Pray to the gods. Pray to the dads.
Can I guidance myself on this?
You can. Oof.
Oh no.
Oof.
Oof.
Oh, God.
Raphaela, let's see it.
Oh. Just trying to think of something, but I don't think I'm that slick. Is that right?
No.
Yep. That's a 2 rolled with a +1 dex modifier, giving you a total of 3. I love when the not dexterous sorcerers go first. It's my favorite thing.
We're not scared.
Literally my favorite thing. Magic users are like, I fucking got this. Yeah,
I can teleport, so...
Let's go.
I really would like to change your name from Nightmare's Bane to YOLO Swaggins. Fuck this. Let's just go.
One moment, please.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
If I move,
Okay.
try to do the reticle thing. I forgot how to do that.
Reticle is the second one down. It looks like a little ruler shaped like an L, and then you can make a circle reticle, a ray, or a cube. Yeah, it's like a drag, left click and drag to make to select your area.
Okay, say if I moved right there, right?
Oh, you can also ping by left click and holding on an area. That might be easier just to show me like where you mean.
That's not working left click.
And ping.
You might have to be on the person.
Left click and hold just like the area you want to go. Yeah, Hoodad's pinging.
Yeah, I
there
had
you
to
go.
be on myself. Okay.
Yeah.
Say if I moved right here, right?
Sure.
So the cat can't see us from there, but only at the edge,
Mhm.
right? If I turn my tool into a long, like, scythe or a hook, and I want to rip the bag so it starts pouring onto the floor, can I do that?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, Gim.
Yeah, because I was
So
gonna
I'm
say, bro, we can't get by this pot without getting on the edge.
So I'm gonna move
So we
right
need
here,
some cover.
Says Miss 2 Dex throw.
and I want to use my tool.
I
and
still have
turn it
eyes,
into,
bitch.
like a long, like sharp hook, and I want to rip the bag so it pours down to the floor.
Very good. Gim. You fashion a very good stabbing object, something that could potentially rip through thick burlap, stabbing it into the sack. And the sound of you sawing through that momentarily muffles the loud noises of your caster companions jingling next to the pot. And a thin, steady stream of cornmeal rot begins to fall onto the ground. And it makes, much like you saw before, a large, clouded area. One moment, I'm going to make it glorious. I'm going to make it beautiful. Let's give it, let's see, thick fog. Yeah, and it's going to be yellow. Yeah. All right.
All right, guys. We need to get out of here before this bag runs out.
The bag will run out, and the wall dividing you and the puddings will soon be at 0 high. But it has created a nigh impenetrable cloud, and you hear kind of a irritated growling from the cat below.
So, running time?
All right, guys, it's time to GTFO.
Yeah, all right.
Running time.
Running time.
Raffaella, make me a dexterity saving throw. That place is very narrow, and you're running between what is essentially 5 feet of space and a 50-foot drop.
All right.
Ballsy. Raffaella, I'm going to place you on the other side. Gim, you may go next.
All right, I'm going to carefully walk.
Okay, you can make me a dexterity save with advantage. Raphael.
A saving throw.
Meanwhile, yes, the gaping open stove below, roaring with fire. You lucky bastard! You literally rolled a 20 and a 1. Gim, all that praying to the forge is paid off today. The forge
gave a forge.
What is a cook pot but a food forge? Truly. And the gods allow you to pass. The heat not even bothering you anymore.
I will also move carefully.
Dex save with advantage, please. And Sindri, you walk carefully, without any stress from the cat even, across to meet your friends. Very good. Raffaella, Gim, and Sindri are on the other side, Montgomery and Amumu lingering behind.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna start to.
Can't hear you.
All right, Montgomery. I don't know if you can understand this, bro, but we gotta get the fuck out of Dodge. Come on, follow me, bro. Hop on.
I like how Amumu sounds like he is also coming from inside the pot.
I do understand your words.
Cool. Let's go. Get your shit. Let's go.
Watch out for the web.
Oh yeah, no, F that. Okay, so I am going to also move to the edge of the pot, so I guess I gotta make a dex throw.
Yep, make me a dex save.
May I get DM assistance to move from the bag back down to the pathway?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, you're on the wall. There you go.
Do I get an advantage, or
big
they
breach,
had
big
an advantage?
Are you moving slowly or quickly?
Oh, I am moving very slowly. My big ass.
You can make me a dex save with advantage then. Amumu, you have crossed more perilous paths on the mountain sides from where you are. This is no problem for a mountaineer like you.
Oh, thank God I made it.
Montgomery, you're up. You are a spider and have no fear of falling. You do not need to roll.
Is everyone okay?
I think we need to keep going because
I think we're good.
that dust isn't going to last forever. We should try to find some safer place.
Here, do you want me to go first?
Yes.
Yes.
But I am also going to cast light on myself.
All right.
There is a short space between the tall wall and the eastern part of the kitchen. The light of the stove is no longer welcoming there, and it descends into darkness. Sindri, you cast light on yourself?
Yep.
Would you like your green light, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, light is 20 bright and 40 dim. Let's go with a nice torch animation. Sindri casts light, and his familiar green light erupts from his emerald scales.
Okay, let's go.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move on forward.
Gim, as you move forward, there is a large, what looks like a hock of ham in front of you, laying on the table.
Gim.
There's a significant amount of rot on it, as it has been sitting out for a long period of time, and many eggs and maggots have made its way into the rotten ham's flesh.
Let's not get close to the ham, guys.
Okay, I'm coming back here.
Mumu, you
Mumu,
stare into
Mumu have
darkness. No, he does not.
Mumu doesn't have dark vision. Okay.
No, I do definitely not.
Alright,
Mumu
follow
can
me.
only see at the edge of the light that Sindri is currently casting. Around
How
the
far is
corner,
this light?
it is 20 bright, 40 dim. The ham hock
Okay, so
is
we never-
lying on a kitchen towel. It has seen better days.
Hey, be careful if there's maggots coming out. I think there might be maggots and stuff underneath this cloth. But we should move north before this cat sees us.
Okay.
Yeah, let's stealthily go.
Go carefully. Hey, Mumu, hold on.
Okay, Roger. This piece of animation, that is what you're referring to as the ham, correct?
Yes, this
You
is
zoom out, it looks
this
like a
is
big
ham.
Yes,
This
that is
is
ham.
ham.
Okay, all right. All right, I'm holding. What you got, Gim?
I want to do a perception check to see if there's anything I want to be wary of in front of us.
Guidance.
Go ahead.
You have guidance, Gim.
20. Gim, you look on ahead. Aside from the rumpled kitchen towel that you're currently on, you're walking on, and it's making quite a crispy, crunching sound. It has not been washed in, well, a very long time. There is a very large coffee bean directly to the north of you, and that is all you see at the edge of Sindri's light. Otherwise, the rotting ham and this teapot here are so tightly pressed together that there's no way through.
Let's follow this wall, guys. There's a coffee bean ahead of us. I'm not sure if there's anything wrong with it, but let's be careful. You never know. Mumu, just follow me.
Okay.
Coming,
Are we hearing
Montgomery.
that noise?
Oh, sorry, I was distracted by these webs I'm seeing over here.
Sindri,
Now's not the time to be picking up chicks. Let's go, Montgomery.
Hey, Montgomery can't understand us. Only Sindri can, right?
Montgomery can understand you.
Oh, yeah, but he can understand you, but only me and Amumu can understand him.
Yeah, neither of you
Hey,
speak
Montgomery.
spider, so.
There's some spider webs ahead of us on our path. You want to go check those out before we find anything creepy over there?
All right.
Watch out
All
for the
right.
coffee bean.
Montgomery, as you pass the coffee bean, make me a perception check.
Ready?
Montgomery, you hear a very soft scratching, and you feel a slight vibration under your legs as you walk past the coffee bean. There is something living inside of that, like some sort of, like Mexican jumping bean. Some sort of parasite wormed its way in there. That is all you know with a 12.
Y'all move on ahead. I'm gonna take care of this here bean. I would like to encase the bean in web while they move past me.
All right, Montgomery gets to work.
All right, I'm following Gim.
Is this another bean ahead of us?
It is. This one already strands of web are on it.
Hey, Raffy, be careful of the web. You don't want to get stuck in it. Anybody got something to burn it?
Montgomery, you, since you
I
are a
do.
spider, Montgomery, you can make me a nature check with advantage. Montgomery, the way the spider web is connected to the bean, especially there are a couple strands that go inside the bean, this is most definitely a trap, and Raphael is about 2 inches away from potentially stepping on one of those webs and causing every parasite in that bean to boil out. The other ones that are next to you are still in a potential pupae stage. The other ones are in their feeding stage.
That far enough. Do not go any further.
Okay.
Raphael quite literally is surrounded on all sides by webbing, and it is by the grace of potentially the spider god that none of them are caressing a single hair on her head.
If we move an inch further, everything is going to know where we are.
Can I do an investigative check on this bean? The one.
Yeah, bean out, girl. You give the bean a look, and as you scrutinize it, the bean very slightly wiggles, causing some of the webs attached to it to tremble slightly. And it seems like the vibrations of the web connected to the bean, connected to more webbing, will cause a chain reaction. And whatever touches the web, regardless of where it is, will cause untold horrors to spawn from that bean. And possibly the bean behind you. But Montgomery has already taken around to encase it very tightly in webbing.
So do we need to get rid of these webbings, guys, or do we need to get rid of the bean?
Well, I think getting rid of the webbing is going to make us have to get rid of the bean. So if we're going to attack anything, it needs to be the bean. But
We could all just range cat, just like kind of burn it out from here.
Stop occupying each other's space, or one of you is gonna end up pregnant.
That's why I moved.
The bean once again rattles slightly back and forth.
I am going to firebolt it.
Okay. Gim, you sacred flame it. Cinder, you firebolt it. Both of you roll attack. I will have the bean make a dex save. Bean fails. Bean is a bean. Sacred flame, roll damage.
Does a 9 hit?
It does. A 9 will hit.
Okay.
All right. A couple things happen here as Gim and Sindri both decide to light it up. Gim, are you attacking the bean or the webs?
Bean.
Bean. Sindri, are you attacking the bean or the webs?
Bean.
Bean. Very good. The bean, as it is assaulted by 7 damage from the Sacred Flame and the 5 fire damage from the Firebolt, the bean makes a very loud crack as it snaps open from the split in the middle. The Firebolt does its job in thoroughly getting rid of the webs attached to the bean. They're curling up and dissipating without a second thought. The way forward is now perfectly clear and web-free. Burning them away was very easy. However, it seemed like the heat was really the catalyst of what got this bean moving, and now that these things have been superheated inside their comfy little shell. They want out. And they begin to pour small bugs coming from inside this tainted coffee bean. One moment, please.
I regret nothing. I live as few men dare to dream.
Dare
Fire.
to dream! It is disgusting what begins to wriggle out. Where are my lads? But a swarm of centipedes begins to broil out of this accursed seed, and at least the first round is enough to fill a 5-gallon bucket. And let me, since they are kind of hard to see, make them visible. Gross. And I'm gonna need everybody here to roll initiative.
How do you put the targeting reticle again?
Double right click on your target. My centipedes are a little... Go. Very good. Top of the round. Round 1. Raffaella. Centipedes begin to broil out of the coffee bean directly in front of you.
Okay, I'm going to hex it.
All right, and what stat would you like to hex? Strength, dex, con, charisma?
Dex.
Dex. Dex is hexed. We shall hex the centipede's dex. Boop. Raffaella, real quick, make me a perception check.
Who, me?
Yep. It's you, the perception haver. Raffaella, the bean that is currently to the right is rocking back and forth, a little bit more agitated than it was previously. However, it is still encapsulated by web. What do you do?
I'm going to Eldritch Blast the swarm of centipede.
All right, let's see it. Blast it. And don't forget to target it. You can double right click it. Make sure you're hitting the right target. There you go. Attack. Okay. The centipedes. Apparently you're gonna get Eldritch blasted. You crit. And you hit. Roll crit damage. Hit that critical button.
And I do critical hit or normal?
Critical hit. You rolled a critical. Oh, low roll the damage as low as you could possibly get. Double ones. That's so bad. Oof. Oh, I'm gonna give that 3 oofs. Oof. You do 5 damage with your Eldritch Blast. Unfortunately, the powers that you summoned were insanely accurate, just not very potent. Raffaella, anything else you are doing with your round? As the centipedes take a measly 5 damage.
No, I'm done.
Amumu, you're up.
Inside health roll.
Go ahead. All right. You think the centipedes have about, well, this many centipedes.
So this is again another swarm of centipedes. So I would like to go up to them and again use my axe as a fly swatter, I guess.
I'm gonna have to get closer. All All right, and you can
right
target them, double right-click them. Make sure you have a little circle. There you go. Good.
There we go. All right,
Now-
here we go.
Let us see the swing. I'll just have you roll to attack normally.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Amumu, you miss the centipedes moving aside like Moses parting the Red Sea.
Well, guys, it's been fun. I did my... Yeah, that's going to end my turn, I guess. Awesome.
Sindri, you're up.
I am going to have some fun. I'm going to use one of my second level spells and cast Guiding Bolt on these guys.
Okay, let's see it.
Rip.
Oh, and a 10 also is going to miss the centipedes, still roiling out of the coffee bean.
Yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Gim, you're up. Apparently, everyone's having a hard time hitting these squirming centipedes.
When I use insight on those centipedes.
Go ahead. What would you like to know?
I'd like to know what like their weakness would be.
Okay, let's see. They do not have a weakness. I will allow you to ask another question.
Their constitution, like how like tough they are.
Okay, they will roll con with a +2 modifier.
I'm smashing them.
Very good. Go ahead and roll to hit.
So how do I do that?
So double right click them, make sure you got them targeted, and then you bust out your equipped weapon, which will be your warhammer, and then just click it like you would be casting a spell.
Because it's not putting the dot, but it's making the square around it, and these orange triangles keep popping around the side of it.
Yeah, that means it's targeted. Yeah, for you. The orange triangle is like your targeting reticle. As long as I see that little teal dot on them, you have them targeted. There you go.
Okay.
And it'll show them. It'll show up in the chat log there. You see how it says "swarm of centipedes" on the bottom? So that way it knows like you're attacking that target.
So now I'm rolling attack, right?
Yep. You can just hit that attack button right there. A 13 will hit. All right, not bad. As you bring your hammer down on the centipedes, there is a very delightful crunch, but their wriggliness still continues as the lower half of the bugs that you would smash to death keeps moving. It appears that these things are resistant to bludgeoning damage. They take 4 damage. Gim, what else are you doing with your round?
I'm getting out of the way.
If you move backwards, they will take an attack of opportunity on you.
Oh, okay. Now I'm gonna stay right here, and keep praying to the forge.
Keep praying, because those centipedes are going to go on your face next turn. Montgomery! You're up. Apparently dinner is served.
Fantastic. I'm hungry. I'd like to do an insight to see if they have any resistances that I should be aware of.
Yeah, go ahead. You don't know. They are dinner, and you are a spider. Are they resistant to
Really?
mandible? No!
Really should not try to insight on an empty abdomen, am I right?
Yep. Can't do it. It's bad for your carapace.
All right, from here, I'm going to try to skirt around diagonally real quick.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come in on the flank there.
That's not flanking, but it's close. It is not enough to get the bonus from flanking. Flanking would be, unfortunately, here. Or here, which is currently occupied by the pot.
Sorry, I was trying to say that more along the lines of descriptors, trying to avoid the area of opportunity whilst getting around them.
Oh, sounds good, sounds good.
Hungry time to snack.
Eat 'em! A little bite animation, a 20 hits, as you scoop up a very fat amount of centipedes in your mandibles.
I also need a Constitution saving throw, please.
All right, let me see damage, because they're going to take damage. I'll usually do damage first, because if it dies, I'm not going to do any extra throws. Very good. 7 piercing damage. As you crunch into these as well, and you are doing what I'm assuming is piercing. Yes, it's piercing damage. They're also resistant to piercing damage. And they will take 4. As you crunch down on them, you find that they are more shell and less meat than you thought. Their crunchiness is disgusting. They need more innards to liquefy. These damn dream centipedes suck. They will make a con save. And, oh, I actually rolled that privately. I'm going to reveal to everybody. And they succeeded.
Okay, and that will be it for me.
Next up, the swarm of centipedes. Surrounded on all sides by annoying things. Oh dear. Let's go 1 and 2 for a Mumu, 3 and 4 for Gim, and a 5 and the 6 for the giant spider. Oh, that's a Gim. That is a Gim attack. The centipedes will currently swarm, occupying another creature's space, and potentially being able to move through Gim without any issue. However, the centipedes crawl up his armor and into the cracks between. They begin to bite poor Gim. Gim, does a 17 hit your armor class?
Yes.
And you feel their piercing bites as you take 10 piercing damage, Gim.
Jesus.
Gim, your concentration is being tested. What are you concentrating on, Gim?
My magic weapon.
All right, make me a DC 10 con save. You are no longer concentrating on magic weapon, as the bites pull you out of your magical reverie. Your weapon no longer magical. And it is quite distracting to feel centipedes crawling up your neck and into your beard. At the start of round 2, we have a little surprise. As I said that there were bugs roiling out of the coffee beans. And now we will introduce an additional swarm of centipedes to the battlefield, as these too begin to roil out of the cracks. Let's make these, and we're going to add them to the initiative order. Raffaella, you're up. More bugs begin to pour out of this cracked bean. The one encased by web, but thankfully still webbed, and you have a feeling that if it wasn't webbed, you would have potentially double the amount of bugs on your hands.
Okay, I'm going to concentrate on the ones that are on Gim first.
Okay.
I'm going to hex them on their dexterity.
The good old dex hex. All right. I will
And then-
hex them. Oh, I removed it. I added it. There we go.
Then I would like to Eldritch Blast them.
All right. Good, you have them targeted. Roll to hit. Oh, poor Gim. God, don't hit your friend. You don't. Trying to blast these centipedes off your friend with a bout of force magic. You hit. You hit. Roll damage. Yeah, a little bit on the low roll tonight, Raffaella. However, centipedes go flying once again as you cast Eldritch Blast. Hopefully, did I hit Gim? No, I didn't. The swarm of centipedes slowly falling off your friend, but many still remain. Centipedes don't make noise. Raffaella, anything else you're doing with your round?
Okay, this is a weird one. Can I give Gim my genie vessel to get into so that they can't just beat the shit out of him anymore?
No, unfortunately, you cannot geniefy your friend.
I didn't think so.
Unfortunately. You know,
have to ask.
maybe eventually you could make him into a genie, but that might require a
I
side
didn't know
quest
if I
or
could
two.
stick him in my bottle.
Here, Everett, get in my bottle.
I'm trying, bro.
I like the way you're thinking,
me-
though. I like your train of thought.
Let me do a
You gotta rub
Insight
him the
on that.
right way if you wanna be with me. Baby. Sorry. Continue.
I'm gonna do an insight into them.
Let's see it. They are
don't know
centipedes
what.
and they are many. They probably bite and or crawl. Raffaella, anything else you're doing with your round?
No, I think I'm done.
Yeah, I'd like to see you like go up to the centipedes with like your genie bottle and then start like herding centipedes into the bottle, like go, and then the genie inside is like, what the fuck? The fuck? Centipedes! Meanwhile, centipedes. Hi, Amumu. The centipedes swarm onto the young barbarian and begin to bite. Ooh, I rolled really high.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
rolled
that's
really
not
high.
Yeah, it's higher.
Amumu, you take 10 piercing damage as the centipedes begin to bite. Amumu, you're up. The bugs are getting
Alright.
into your fur.
All right, I am going to unarmed slap them on me to cause damage to them.
You can do whatever you want. Go ahead. You can roll unarmed. Go ahead. You want to just start slapping them off?
Yes.
Okay, roll attack. Not bad. 20. You hit. Roll damage.
Okay, it said 5.
Yeah, 5 bludgeoning.
Okay.
All right, let me. I have to. Sorry, they're under you, so I need to get to them. You slap a few bugs away from your face and neck with a very delightful sound, but they keep coming. They keep crawling. There are still more, Amumu. What do you do?
Can I roll around on the floor in an effort to get them off me?
Absolutely, you can go prone. Going prone, you could just go prone.
Roger, but okay. Does that do any damage to them, or does it, like, a probability of taking them off?
So when you go prone, you begin to roll around on the ground. So you can crawl. You have disadvantage on attack rolls. But attack roll against the creature has advantage if it's within 5 feet of you. Otherwise, it has disadvantage. Now, since you're trying to get the worms off and they're currently occupying your space, I will allow you to, since you are prone and you have not moved, you can take half of your move and you can just roll away. You can go up to 15 feet and just do a barrel roll. And you can leave the centipedes in the spot that they're at now.
Okay.
It will provoke an attack of opportunity, because you are no rogue, but it will allow them to remain in the same space, aka not follow you.
Roger, I'm going to roll backwards towards Sindri and Raffi.
Okay, so you can roll backwards. You are still prone, mind you, but you can roll backwards about 15 feet. Do a barrel roll! Okay, they will take an attack of opportunity on you.
Okay.
The 16 hit.
Yeah, I'm an 11.
Okay. They do 9 piercing damage to you, but they remain in that square. And Mumu take 9 piercing.
Ow!
You are free of the centipedes, and you are shaking away the other ones that you have crunched underneath your fur. Anything else you're doing with your round, Mumu?
I'm good. Somebody please kill them. Squiggly fucks. And somebody save my buddy Gim. This shit hurts.
Sindri, you're up. You have mage armor.
Yep, I am. I'm gonna target the one under that's attacking Gim.
Okay.
And I am going to use Mind Sliver on it.
Okay, the bugs must make a int save. Okay. Or take 1d6 psychic. Make a int save, and they roll a 0. Because they're bugs and they're stupid.
They take 5 damage.
Okay.
And the next time someone makes a saving, they have to make a saving throw, subtract 1d4.
All right.
So I'll yell out, Gim, use your Sacred Flame on it. They'll burn away easier.
Some of the centipedes begin to, like, stiffen up and fall off. Not dead, but certainly afflicted.
Can I use an insight check on the other one?
Yeah, go ahead. What would you like to know?
Health.
Absolutely. There you go.
And do I go full ham, guys?
Do it.
Okay.
How much ham
Don't
do we
hurt
need?
Kim. Just don't hurt Kim.
On the one that I just insight checked, I'm going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip.
Ooh. All right. On this one, you said?
Yeah, the one on, yeah, that one.
Okay. Int save. Oh boy, you already know their int saves. DC 13. I fail.
And it takes 10 damage.
Wow. Okay. The centipedes. There's this squealing as many of them just flip over, their little legs curling in on themselves, twitching in some sort of unknown mental assault.
And I would have had to use Quicken Spell for that. Forgot to say that.
Oh, that's true, because you did cast Mind Sliver.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I did have the sorcery point to do it, so yeah.
Okay, fair. I will allow it. Very good, Sindri. Anything else with your very good round?
That's everything.
Gim, you're up. Oh, Gim, I wanted to give you something. Boop! It's inspiration for the very good idea of using your dwarf tool to pierce the bag to block line of sight of the cat to allow all of your party to pass safely. So you now have an inspiration die. An inspiration die is a d20 if you can swap it out for any shit roll that you rolled.
Yeah. I had one last time and I rolled shit again.
Well, you have it again because the forge has blessed you, sir.
Yes. Alright. I am sacred flaming the ones that are on me.
Alright, let's see it. They got a dex save. Oop. Sorry, I have to get to... I'm gonna move you slightly. They're gonna dex save. They're gonna roll. Alright, where are these rolls in my other campaigns?
Minus 1d4.
Minus what? You know what? 0 again.
That's my boy.
Double 0, all on green. Let's go. All right, we're doing 5 radiant damage. The number of centipedes that were on Gim begins to dwindle significantly. Only a few remaining. Gim, I'm gonna have to move you back to your centipede pile.
I'm gonna move. No, I can't. If I move, I'm gonna get attacked from behind, aren't I?
That is correct. Actually, no. These actually move with you because they're occupying your space. So they're on you.
I'm moving over here with them.
Okay.
So a moo can help like grip them off of me. And
Bug friends! Bug friends!
alright, and I'm done with my turn.
Montgomery, you're up.
Oh, I got it.
What kind of check would you need to see if this, for me to find out if this bean is alive and or possibly food for what's coming out of it?
Make me an insight check. Or nature, whatever's higher. I would allow either. Bean is home. Bean is where the bugs came out of? Question mark?
All right.
You're, with a 7, you're not sure. But you did know bugs come from Bean, therefore bad.
I'm going to skitter back this way and then move back into... sorry, this is a late question. When Gim backed away, that pulled the centipedes on him out of my attack range. Would that have provoked an attack of opportunity on
No,
me?
forced movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
Okie dokie. All right. I'm going to bite the fresh batch. They're
right.
looking very tasty, and I'm a fan of texture.
They're crunchy, but they're not full of meat. Let's see it.
Once you pop the foam, don't stop.
I see your target. I see your... Ooh, 13 will hit. A 13 will hit. You take 5 piercing damage, and they make a DC 11 con save. And fail.
Oh, that's not what I needed to do. Whoops. I need... that.
Is that an extra 5 damage they take? What's the 2d6, Montgomery?
Yes. So the 2d6 is... they failed the Constitution save, so they take 2d6 poison damage, and... let's see. And then if the poison damage reduces them to 0, the target is stable but poisoned for an hour. Even after regaining hit points, is paralyzed while poisoned in this way.
Ooh, okay. All right. It did not reduce them to 0. They are not currently paralyzed, but the poison definitely made a significant number of them just calm the fuck down. Montgomery, anything else you're doing with your round?
No, just crunching down, having a good time.
Just crunching. Next up, swarm of centipedes. Let's see. I'm thinking. You know what? They're just gonna bite Gim. However, since there are not that many centipedes left, they will do a potentially versatile amount of damage, which is less than if they were at more than half hit points. Gim does a 9 hit your armor class?
Yeah.
Not a chance.
Not a chance. That is unfortunate. I am going to do something weird. They're going to move on to Montgomery. Amumu, Amumu, you are prone. You can take an attack of opportunity with disadvantage. If you miss, you hit Gim.
I like these odds.
Do I get one too?
You do as well, but I'm going to resolve Amumu's first.
All right, I got to open my other window. Hold on.
Just keep it open.
All right, so it's still an unarmed strike because, right?
No, it can be with your weapon. It's just with a disadvantage. Because you're prone. A 21 will hit. Jesus, 21 with disadvantage. 21 will hit.
Yeah, damn it.
Okay, you do 10 damage to the centipedes as they crawl off of Gim and onto Montgomery. However, Amumu, you just pick up your axe with a single hand, and as they're crawling across the floor, you slam it down on them before they can reach their target.
You fucking get for getting on my favorite dwarf.
They crunch and twitch. Raffaella, you're up.
I'm AFK for 1 minute.
Okay, I want to target those guys. And I'm going to do something different because I haven't done it yet, and I'm not quite sure how it works. I want to do a Genie's Wrath. And I want to couple that with my Eldritch Blast.
Okay, love it. I love it. Also, one thing I will also suggest, Raffaella, since you are warlocking, your previous Hex target died with Hex on. So you can use a bonus action on a turn to curse a new creature for free. So you can move your Hex to a different target. It's like Curse of what was it? Seed of Corruption almost. So it like ends and then you move it. Also, let's see. Disadvantage, you choose a new bonus action to curse a new creature. Yep, so I will remove it from the dead target. And then what stat of the centipedes would you like to hex? Dex again? Ren.
I'm thinking. How about Constitution?
Con. Okay. Rina, you will, with that Eldritch Blast, you will hit. You will do an extra 2 thunder damage because your proficiency bonus is +2. You will also do an extra 1d6 because of Hex.
So I just roll my damage, yeah?
So roll damage, and then you'll add a 1d6, and you will add 2.
How do I do that?
So when you click the damage button, it'll say situational bonus. Just type in 1d6, and then plus, and then 2, and then normal. Perfect. So you see that does everything all at once for you. So
perfect. Okay.
That adds, wow, god damn, okay. Your force damage, plus your hex damage, plus the 2 damage from your genie's vessel, A massive amount of power is released from Raffaella, doing 16 damage to the remaining centipedes. And not only are they blasted out of oblivion, there is simply just nothing left. No twitching legs, no bugs, they're just gone. A scorch mark. Where
And
they
I take
once
my
were.
wand, blow it off, and put it back in my pocket.
Satisfying. That ends the combat with the swarms of centipedes. Your other bean containing additional swarms is currently a little wrapped up right now. Please try again later.
Could I
Back.
could I investigate these webs to see if they
There are no longer
travel
webs
with-
there. They have been burned away completely by Sindri.
Fantastic.
Sorry, not
Make that
sorry.
even easier.
Real quick, before we continue, I just want to take a quick 5-minute break, go refresh
you.
a drink, bio break, and I'll see you guys at about, let's say, 13 past. Sound good?
Good.
Sounds
Alright,
good.
See you guys in a little bit.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
And I am the owner of one Tyrannid commander deck.
Oh, nice.
Which somebody got kind of screwed. The store put some online and then put some out on the floor in their shop, but the stock was the same. So someone was
no.
yeah.
Oh no. Oh, I just remembered. I was supposed to take a long lunch from work today because I was supposed to go to my local gaming store to read the codexes. Buddy of mine has not listened to my advice and has gone headlong into 40k.
I mean, why not? What army did he choose?
He hasn't chosen. He has a favorites list right now. But he did just finish like the first 5 Horus Heresy books.
Horus Heresy is a fun ass game.
Yeah, and the book series, while very long at this point.
The first 5, yeah, because it's
Yeah,
the first 3, Flight of the Eisenstein, Fulgrim are the first 5.
yeah, that's the first 5.
That whole story is
I hear
It's
somebody popping the
so-
top. What beverage?
It's so good.
Yes.
It's
Fulgrim
it's
as
so
in-
good.
My 40k Fulgrim?
Yes. So the
Yeah,
Horus
well,
Heresy, the Horus Heresy novel series.
Mhm.
It starts out. The first 3 are Horus's fall to chaos. Following the Luna Wolves that become the Sons of Horus. The 4th book is called Flight of the Eisenstein, which takes place a little bit before the end of the 3rd one. During the drop site massacre, and it follows Nathaniel Garrow on the Eisenstein, who stayed on it instead of going down to Istvan 3 because he was injured. And then that whole thing. And then book 5 is called Fulgrim, which goes back and then goes farther into the drop site, Massacretus Demand 5, and goes into Fulgrim's Fall from Grace.
I'm still finishing.
What are we
the
talking
Caiaphas
about?
Bane.
What's
We're
this?
talking about my friend's unfortunate decision to have engaged in a very expensive hobby.
Yes.
Yep.
40K?
Hey guys,
Yep.
Exactly.
What's up, Posh?
before we move any farther, I'm gonna hand this healing potion over to Amumu.
I would really, really, really
Yes.
like that, as I've got a big fuck off.
How do I trade?
Yeah, so you can, on the players list, which if you're looking at the Foundry screen, it's on the very lower left-hand corner of the screen. It says players. Just make sure it's like the arrow is pointing up. Just hit request trade, and then you can select whatever player you want to trade with, and then you can trade them the item.
Okay.
There you go. Perfect. I'm going to just watch your trade. Yeah, this is how we trade it. So there's actually no like native trading within Foundry, but this is a
So when I click on it,
you drag and drop. You drag and drop it into that window,
okay.
and then you hit accept.
All right. Now
So
how
you'd
do I use
open,
it?
yeah, and then yep, trade concluded, perfect. And now you have it, and then whenever you roll it out of your inventory, and as soon as it rolls healing, it disappears from your inventory.
All right, I just did that.
Okay.
And
When you hit the healing button, it will consume it. As I like how Amumu's still prone, he's just laying on the ground as Gim hands him a healing potion, pops it open, swigs. Amumu, you
Hell
heal
yeah.
7 hit points.
okay, my left foot is better.
Amumu, don't forget to heal your hit points.
Get off the ground, you big oaf. We gotta go.
A little bit better. Okay. I'm coming, Gim. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, Mumu, you are prone. Do you get up?
Yes, I stand up, feeling much more nourished. And
A few
Dazed.
errant bug legs fall out of the furs you are wearing.
Montgomery, you want to keep looking ahead of us?
Montgomery, as you round the corner and peer with your little bug eyes into the darkness, your dark vision sees a large piece of cheese that is moldy, wrapped in a piece of cheesecloth. And it actually looks like the path ends, strangely enough. And it is indeed a large piece of stale and moldy Swiss cheese with large holes in it from air pockets and escaping gases.
Can I see if the holes are empty?
You can make me a perception check.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Bonjour.
NMDC?
Oh no.
Am I still in the game, or...?
To me,
gotta go?
it
You
looks like
look
you
like it.
are, but you can try moving your character, and if you can't move it, then you just have to refresh.
Okay, I'm refreshing it now.
Montgomery, from your vantage point, the holes appear to be empty, but they're at such odd angles you cannot see very deep into them from your vantage point. But can confirm, is Swiss.
All right. I shall carefully approach the cheese to try to get a better look.
Approach the cheese. The cheese does indeed have these large cavernous holes. Montgomery, make me a investigation check, please, with advantage. Now that Sindri has shined a little bit of light on the situation. Montgomery, it looks like one of these holes could actually go very deep into the cheese. In fact, you can't see the other side. It may be a way through, but you'd have to crawl through rotten cheese.
Technically, isn't cheese always rotten?
You know what? Yes. The bluest of the blue. The bad Swiss. It's like when the Swiss cheese, it gets kind of like translucent and like hard. It's like that.
No.
Yeah, it's gross. But it's kind of like oily on the top.
Yuck.
Question.
Montgomery, with your investigation check real quick, you find potentially a hidden passageway.
I will use my front legs to point in that direction of the way I see and start crawling, and hopefully people remember to follow.
What do you see, boys? Timmy in the well? Montgomery, are you going in there?
He goes in the cheese.
I guess we're following him, guys.
All right, into the cheese.
Continue through the cheese. No, don't shut him in the cheese! Jody, there might only be one way through the cheese. Ah, yes, you press on. The holes, all actually interconnecting. And as you reach the other side, the hole does turn into an exit. And you squeeze your way through the cheese.
That was the worst well that I've ever been into.
Fucking thanks, Timmy.
What is
Further
that
to the south, you see an ominous glowing red apple. A skull seems to be emblazoned onto the apple's flesh, as the apple pulses with a dull red light.
Part of me thinks that's what we're here for.
Can we do maybe a perception check or nature?
Or
Somebody figure it
Can
out.
I do an arcana check for it?
I would allow everybody to roll whatever they feel might be appropriate as they look at the apple from afar.
I roll an intimidation check.
I'm rolling arcana with guidance.
Do I gotta be right next to it for a medicine check?
Medicine would be weird on an apple. I would allow nature. It's not alive, so
Okay. I'm gonna use a nature check on them.
that's fair.
I'm
Alright.
rolling investigation.
Okay. Raphael and Kim, unfortunately from your vantage point, it might be just too far to get a really good read on whatever this is. Sindri and Montgomery, with your keen eyesight and ideas into the arcane, this might be a piece of whatever concentrated taint you have been sent here to end. But it is probably not the only one. It would be a good idea to possibly destroy this, or render it inert.
I will firebolt it.
Alright, roll to hit. Alright, 21's gonna hit. Roll damage. Oof.
Big oof.
Your firebolt hits the soggy exterior of the rotting apple and causes a small scorch mark. Might need a little more oomph.
Does anything happen after we hit it?
It begins to ooze applesauce. But however, it does seem to be damaged.
I want to sacred flame it.
Okay. It will automatically fail a dex save. It is an apple. Roll damage. All right. Combining the fire and the sacred flame of Gim, you begin to bore a hole in this rotten apple, and inside is a seed that seems to pulse like a heart, exposing its rotten core. And this core seems to emanate that dark light.
I don't think we need to kill this seed.
I'm gonna smash it.
You have gotten through the soft outside of the apple. Now only the pulsing seed heart remains.
Go up there and smack it, Mumu.
I'm fucking gonna get it.
You guys make it impossible for me to use my fire wand, just so you're aware.
Yeah, well, you know what? You talk to the cat about that one, and then we'll get back to you.
You can
That's
get the
fine.
next one.
You can just get firebolted too. It's fine.
No, that's fine. I can take it.
Mumu,
No, you can't.
I
roll
don't
the
think
hit.
you can.
I'm trying to find the damn...
An amazing strike. Roll damage. You know what? Mumu, roll the extra 2d6. This is a giant apple.
How do I do that?
You could either just hit the little square on the bottom right hand of your screen twice. That's a d6 button. Yeah, that's one. You need to hit it twice. 2d6, 2d6. There we go. All right.
Ah.
3, 4, 9. That's good enough. Amumu lifts his axe high and hits it into the little brown seed heart that is pulsing.
Hey, there's a skull on the apple.
It explodes with a very loud and falls from the rotten flesh of the fruit. It shrivels up into a black mass before crumbling into ash. The rest of the apple, like a beach ball that is deflating, begins to crumble into nothing more than pungent applesauce, revealing a way through. The ominous red glow is no more.
I think there's another one over here.
Over where?
Over to our right.
Back the way we came, yeah. Behind this teapot, I can vaguely see something.
Looks
Okay.
like another coffee bean.
Amumu is currently plunged into darkness. He has no dark vision and cannot see shit.
I will let you.
Thank you.
Can we fit through here?
You see it too, though, right?
It is very tight through here. Amumu has cleared another way. This looks like something that you can only look through, but not walk through.
What is this thing that I'm next to on the right, and to my right?
Yeah.
This
Does
thing?
this look?
Yeah, what is this?
This is a very tall piece of cheese. And this is a pot.
You guys want to destroy this cheese and try to get through here?
Yeah. Does this look like one of the other, like?
I think so. It kind of looks like it.
Yeah. Adina, does it look like one?
It does. However, there is a very small amount of room, and only Montgomery might be able to scamper on by. But the rest of you may have
Firebolt.
trouble.
Can I throw Montgomery over?
If he allows
I
it.
think Montgomery can make it by himself.
Okay.
You leave him alone.
Can I
Montgomery,
firebolt it?
Can you,
Sindri,
can you scout out for us?
I will tell you that you firebolt this cheese, and it hits it like a tar pit, and it just goes, "Flor!" And the cheese.
So I missed and I couldn't feed one through the gap.
It would hit the flesh of the apple. You would have to roll to hit that one, though.
Yeah,
Sorry,
no,
I thought you were
that's what I was
attacking
aiming
the
at.
cheese. Go ahead.
No.
That is definitely good enough. You hit the outer part of the apple. Roll damage and see if you break through the skin. It is close, but you don't blast through completely. You might need a tiny bit more damage to expose the rotting core.
Gim, want to
Sacred
give me a
flame.
hand?
I'll Sacred Flame it.
All right, you get free damage because, again, apple. All right, that 3 damage is enough to destroy the skin. And again, the seed heart exposed within is beating. Ba-bum, 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 ba-bum.
You want to destroy it, Raffi?
Yeah, I can.
Get in my lap, 20-pound cat. You are very large. You are so
It's made
big.
for you.
Oh my god. All right, Raffaella, you look between the cheese. You cannot move through, but you can see the pulsing seed heart. Raffaella, you can choose an ability that would hit up to here. Hopefully it's Eldritch Blast. Could be something else. Eldritch What do you do?
Okay, I'm going to add my genie's vessel to it. And I'm going to Eldritch Blast it.
Okay. Make me an attack roll. That's gonna hit.
And I add, what do I add to this too?
So your proficiency bonus is 2. So when you roll damage, your situational bonus will be 2. You just plug 2 in there.
Is it 1d6 plus 2, right?
Nope, because you don't have an apple hexed. That's why you got the extra
yeah,
d6.
yeah.
So
Okay.
just the 2 from your genie.
And then normal.
Correct. Perfect. All right. Raffaella, doing the duty as the other gentleman, expose the rotting core. Raffaella comes up with an eldritch blast, points, and explodes the seed heart. The apple once again dissolving into nothing more than flat applesauce. Hello? Hello, is this thing on? Hello? Hello, yes. It's me, Elitha. Hello, can you hear me?
What's up, Ellie?
Hello.
Oh, hello, everyone. It has been so long since you were in the dream, and I just wanted to take a brief moment and see how you were doing.
Well, we found some seeds or something that have been it's causing corruption.
Yes, I've noticed a very distinct change in the goblin's demeanor. Whatever nightmare has a hold on it is certainly using those apple hearts as a conduit. Good job. Whatever's hiding in there should show up pretty soon. But keep going. You're doing a great job.
Yay!
So this other apple is already blown up, right?
Mm-hmm. The one to the
Yes.
south is completely gone, so you can actually just walk through that area too.
There was nothing like the seed's gone, right? Like there's nothing we need to like pick up or examine or take with us. The seed just died.
Oh well.
What is
This
that glowing
thing.
What is it? What is it? I don't know. Everybody's asking something different at the same time.
I see this item here.
Sindri, sitting in the leftover puddle of applesauce, is a tiny, tiny glint. And you pick it up, and it is a small platinum band, a ring. You can double-click that, and you can take it if you wish.
Okay, I will take it.
Sindri picks up the ring from the applesauce.
I see some glowing eyes up here, fellas.
Ooh, I want to see.
You round
Wanna
the
do a
corner,
Perception check.
around the rotting bread. And zoom out slightly. There you go. Right, Gim. You look to the east, and on a cutting board. Actually, I have to free my camera up. Here we go. On a cutting board are 3 eyeballs, each of them looking in a slightly different direction. One emanating a greenish light, one a yellow light, and one a slightly more aqua light. There is a very dangerous-looking kitchen knife on the other end of the table, covered and stained with blood. And, across the table are small accoutrements of small bits of herbs and spices that once made up potentially a bustling kitchen, but now it has been overtaken with rot and decay.
What's the play here?
I say we take it slowly. Let's not get in the line of sight of these eyes. Don't let them look at us. Let's try to go
Yeah,
around
that's a good
so they don't
call.
see us.
Well, we're gonna need you dark vision people to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can follow me.
I'll follow Gim. Okay, I'll go second.
You don't have dark vision though, but stay behind me.
You step upon the cutting board, and out of the line of sight of the eyes peering around. Nothing happens. The eyes sitting there looking moist.
Well, let's look back here and see if the
Ooh, another.
this apple dropped anything. Coming, Amumu?
I don't see anything.
The apple is, there's nothing in it. No ring, no special surprise.
That's a wall.
There is a shelf above you that seems to have sugars and spices. And possibly mices.
Sugar, spice, and everything nice.
And everything mice.
Mix it all together with a little chemical X. No, just me?
Chemical X. I like Powerpuff Girls. I appreciate.
Could I spider climb over these grapes to rejoin my team?
Yeah. Skirt.
Oh, sorry, Montgomery.
Do you think we should investigate these eyes just a little?
Think
Maybe.
Think-
Go ahead.
we're probably gonna have to go south past these eyes regardless.
Alright. Anybody? I have this dagger. I want to throw it in front of that blue eye.
Well, can we just investigate with our eyes first before we let them know we're here?
I mean, I don't want to get in
Like
their
an
line of sight.
investigation check type thing?
You can. Good ass.
Raffaella, what are you looking for exactly?
Just wondering what these are, like what they're from.
The eyeballs are glowing with a strange inner light, probably not from anything too terribly humanoid. They are not moving, but they're not rotten. And just because they are emanating light, and because of their moistness, there is some sort of magical essence about them that is keeping them suspended in this way. They have a purpose, but it's hard to discern.
I want to throw a dagger in front of the other one, or can I throw it like across? So wait.
Sure, like at this one or at this one here?
The blue one, like
This one. Okay.
yeah, I want to throw it like a cross in front of it.
All right. You toss your dagger. Ping, 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 ping. Nothing happens. Again, however, as you are on this vantage point here, you see a piece of paper on the very bottom corner of the cutting board.
Hey guys, there's some sort of paper at the edge of this cutting board. Anybody want to sneak over there?
Sounds like a job for a spider.
But that's a hard pass for my big ass.
Oh, how big is the paper? I can grab it with my mage hand.
It's about an 8 by 12 piece of paper. It would be very easy for you to grab with your mage hand, actually.
Let's do that before we put Montgomery back in in Hell's Way again.
But I want him in danger. Raphael, you float the paper over to you. On it appears to be a puzzle or a cipher. And it says, 3 eyes in a line, each in front of the other, a dagger in each. There were 5 daggers, 2 of obsidian and 3 of silver. Each of the eyes cannot see behind them, or which dagger is in their own eyeball. The second eyeball, the one in the middle, can only see the eyeball in front. And the last, the one at the very back, can only see the 2 eyes in front of them. And none of the eyes can see their own dagger in themselves. The eyes are asked to deduce what colored dagger pierces their flesh. After a time, the eye at the front proclaims, "The dagger that pierces me is silver," and is correct. How does the eye know this?
I don't understand the riddles.
Intelligence of 9. I'm just gonna sit down.
I will give you all a moment to think this over. But the eyes, once again, think of the eyes in a line. There are 3. And each of them can only see the eye in front of them. The dagger's colors are 2 black and 3 silver. And each of the eyes were asked to pierce themselves with whatever color they want. They don't know their own color. But the eye in the front knows exactly what color dagger pierces their flesh. How do they know this?
Because I can see it right there on the cutting board.
The eye in the front cannot see the eyes behind him, for he constantly looks forward. I will give you a minute, and then I will allow you to make some checks in order to receive hints. But I do require some discussion in that minute's time.
All right, team. I am totally confused because they're not in a line.
The math works out that guessing it have a pretty good chance.
There's 3 daggers. There's 5 daggers, 3
5
eyes.
daggers, 3 eyes.
3 silver, 1, 2 obsidian.
If it's these eyes, It might know because it can see the reflection of the light from the eyes behind it.
The eyes cannot see behind them.
No, the light coming from the eye, or
They cannot see anything behind them.
So the way we're looking at them right now is the way they're looking, right?
Yeah, I can actually, I can draw a little diagram to make this easier. Just so it's a little bit more visually.
oh, and they're actual eyes, not the glowing eyes.
Correct.
Okay.
So if we were to say, these are the eyes. Okay. And they only see the eye in front of them. And each of them has a dagger in their heads. And this one can only see the dagger in front of him.
You're
the one in
Monty
front-
Excuse me,
Python
the one in the back sees both. And then the one in the middle sees the one in front of him, but the one in the very front cannot see anything behind him. But it is the
But
one
the
in
one
the
in front knows what color he has.
That is correct. How does he know?
can't speak.
And then, as a reminder, the key, another key for this puzzle is that there are two. Let's just say they are black daggers and 3. Oops, I said silver, didn't I? Okay, so there are 2 black, and there are 3 that are silver.
Does the eye in front see the knives?
No, the eye in front sees nothing.
All right. As part of the riddle, are the eyes aware of the number of daggers and and
Yes.
the types?
Yes.
YOLO Swaggins.
If he,
But he is correct, and he knows he is correct for sure.
Do they know what color eyes they are? I think that has nothing to do with it.
The color of their eyes is irrelevant.
all 3 eyes are aware that all 3 of them exist, correct?
Correct. And the one in the back can see the ones in front of him. The one in the middle can only see the one in front of him. The one in the front sees nothing. The one in the back is asked first and says nothing. The one in the middle is asked next and says nothing. And the one in the front responds with the correct answer. How did he come to this conclusion?
Guessing, because there's like a 1 in 3 chance to be right.
He did not guess.
It's not a guess.
No, so
There's 2 obsidian daggers, which means if he is still alive, the obsidian would kill him. There isn't a third.
But he can't see
No,
behind.
I think I've got it. So the one in the back doesn't say anything because he sees the middle one has a black one and the front one has a silver one. So he can't figure out which one he has because he could have a black or he could have a silver.
Mm-hmm.
Because of that one, the guy in front sees a silver, so he can't determine what he has because he could have a black or he could have a silver. And he doesn't know what the guy behind him has, so he could have a black and he could have a silver. Because both of those 2 could have blacks, the only possible combination that would work was the guy in front has the silver.
And if he hears nothing from the 2 behind, without being able to see them, could also believe he's already dead. Therefore, it could only be a silver.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense. But how do we know that he doesn't? They're just lying.
Okay, so
we're assuming that they just they're going by the truth.
yes, but I'm assuming they have to be able to determine what they have. So because they know that, and the first one sees a black and a silver, he can't know what knife he has. So we can assume that he has a black knife. The one in front sees a silver, but because the person behind him doesn't know what he has, he can't determine what he has because he could have a silver or a black. The one in front, because the other two can't determine what they have, we must assume that they both have black daggers and he has a silver dagger.
You know, I understand that.
So that's how he knows.
Sindri. That is correct. One moment.
Dude, like, I'm seriously impressed. I'm horrible at these.
Sindri, the paper that Raffaella is currently looking at, something appears on the other side of it as you speak those words aloud. On the other side, it looks like a crudely written recipe that includes 1 frog leg plus 1 eyeball plus pot equals, and then there's a big scary face. The 3 eyeballs on the table, as you utter the words that solve the puzzle, become smaller and smaller until they fit in the palm of your hand.
Okay. This is going to be a little bit complicated. I think we have to take these eyeballs, walk all the way back, grab the frog's legs that we passed on the way here, and throw them into that pot, and then the nightmare is going to come, and we'll be able to defeat it.
Alright, question. Those frog legs are really big. We're gonna take a whole frog leg, or we're gonna try to take a piece? Because we're gonna have to investigate them some more, because I don't know what we're gonna do.
Well, these eyeballs shrunk down, so I'm willing to bet that the frog's legs did as well.
Alright, well, who's picking them up?
I'll pick them up.
Alright, I guess we can head back. Let's try to see. There's still a lot of stuff we skipped back there.
Yeah. I'm gonna just cautiously try to see if there's anything else over here.
Sure. Now feel free to take a look around. There's a bowl full of cranberries on the edge of the table, and out of everything in this horrible nightmare kitchen, these are the only things that are not spoiled. They appear to be fresh. And in fact, there are a few berries that are out of the table and on the ground.
Guys, there's berries that aren't rotten. I think that might be part of this.
I want to
Like
investigate one of
fresh?
these out.
They're fresh.
Make me an investigation check, Kim. The cranberries are, on second glance, a little too fresh. They are perfectly clean, and not a single mar on them. They're so perfect that they could be plastic or fake. But as you get closer, the leaves, they look like really good berries.
Can I roll an Arcana check?
Sure, Montgomery, you can make me a nature check with advantage.
Guidance.
Sindri, you've heard of the good berries spell, actually, and these are magically created good berries, and if you each take a moment to consume one, you will gain a small amount of hit points.
Eat up, guys. These are good.
All right. I'd be the first to try these for the group.
Eating 1 or 2?
There is a single good berry for each person. The rest of the good berries in the bowl are, unfortunately, fake.
Okay.
Okay. I eat one in one bite.
Oh. I eat 1.
All right. Everybody who eats excuse me, actually, you know what? Let's do this. There are approximately, I'll say 8 good berries. So you can, that's 8 hit points. You can divvy them up amongst yourselves. Each good berry will restore 1 hit point.
You guys mind if me and Amumu eat these?
No, take them.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
All right, I'm gonna take 4. Amumu, you take 4.
Dude, gladly. Nom nom nom.
Mumu apparently also eats a plastic one. With a 1 on perception. He's just digging in.
I got excited.
All right. Now
Damn, you said these
this,
were good.
since this is your first venture into the dream, this will be your final chance to rest, recuperate, and plan out what you are going to do before you encounter the heart of the nightmare, as you have destroyed the apple core taint, the seeds that were hiding within the apples. But the nightmare still persists, and you have the magical spell needed in order to summon him. A bit of eye of newt, a bit of leg of frog. You'll just have to go back, dodge those puddings, acquire the frog leg, and summon the nightmare. So, you can decide here if you'd like to take a rest, if you'd like to risk sleeping while the cat is prowling around, or you can continue on directly into the next encounter. But either way, I will allow you all to discuss that, and then let me know how you would like to proceed next Friday. But keep in mind that if you decide to rest before the fight, there is always dangers in the dream, and one very pissed off cat. But if you decide to go right in, shrug. Who knows what'll happen? I'll let you decide. For now, that will be the end of today's session. And I just wanted to say thank you for joining me. Yeah, go ask away.
Okay. So, how long have we been in this dream? Like, has it been like...
Time is very
hours?
very waffly in here. So.
But for us, we've been here like 9 hours. Just guessing. Or...
Yeah, essentially, yeah. And you would have to, like, you could take a long rest, which would be 8 hours to, like, recoup your spells and stuff. But you're still stuck in the dream until you are officially done.
Okay.
All right, anything else from anybody? Do you guys have any questions on how you'd like to proceed? You have reached a brief rest area.
No. Do we decide, like, offline what we're going to do, or do we decide right now before we log
No,
off?
do it offline. This is going to be like you all sitting around a campfire. You found your quarry, and you're deciding how to hunt it. So...
Can I do an Arcana check to try to determine what the ring is?
You can identify it.
Okay, so you don't do like being able to roll an Arcana check.
I would allow a pretty high Arcana check, yeah, for free. But otherwise, I usually depend on identify. Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Go ahead.
So I have the identify spell. I could do that on it. All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, if you want to identify it before the end of the session, we can do that.
Yeah. Can I do the identify then?
Sure. Do you have the spell slot?
He can ritual cast.
That's true. Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Oh, are clerics ritual casters?
Yeah, Claire.
Yeah, you
The
can
only
do it.
ones that aren't are sorcerers,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
paladins, rangers, I think.
Yeah, rangers can't do it. All right, let me identify your ring. So you all sit around. Oops, I added it as a favorite. That's fine.
I already see what the ring is. I don't know if that's
Oops.
supposed to be how it works.
You saw it before I identified it for you?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I picked
Uh,
it up and I go into my effects.
yeah. Oh, that's a spoiler. Here, hold on.
I don't know if that's just a Foundry thing and I shouldn't look at effects.
Yeah, it would spoil it for you. Yeah, I'll see if I could fix that. But it is a ring of protection. Whoever wears it gains a +1 to AC and saving throws while wearing this ring.
Okay, so I think we could probably talk about who wants to get that and what our plan is offline and
Yeah, absolutely.
figure out for next week.
Now, right now, it is currently in Sindri's inventory. All right. Well, thanks for joining me, everybody. You managed to avoid most of the cat encounter and moved on to weird eyeball puzzle. So, thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for running
Thank
the game.
you.
Yeah, and big boss battle next week. So be prepared.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, no, I can get you out offline. We're good.
All right. I'll see you guys next time.
All right.
Good night, everyone.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
All right.
All right, everybody. That is it for reflection today. Thanks for joining. It looks like they lived. They made it through the kitchen, and they just have to defeat now the nightmare that lies stewing within the pot. Let's hope they live. Thanks for watching. Catch the VODs over on Arctis DD. Watch us live on Twitch. And catch our shorts and funny moments on Twitch. I'm Serena. I'm your DM. Thanks for watching. We've got Monday game, we got a Wednesday game, we got a Friday game. So watch our really crazy Kamos crew on Mondays, Ascended on Wednesdays, and Reflection on Fridays.